Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. If you've been noticing hotter than usual temperatures across Europe, you're not alone. The continent is experiencing more extreme heat waves than ever before, and it's a problem that's becoming more common in recent years. In today's video, we're going to break down why Europe is getting so hot, what's causing these intense heat waves, what could happen if we don't take action, and what exactly is driving these temperature increases. So let's get started and explore this important topic. 1. Why are heat waves happening in Europe? Let's start by understanding what a heat wave is. A heat wave is defined as a prolonged period of excessively hot weather, which can last for several days, weeks, or even longer. Heat waves are typically marked by temperatures that are much higher than average for a specific region or season. So why is Europe experiencing these heat waves? There are a few key factors that contribute to the intensity and frequency of heat waves across Europe. Climate change. The biggest driver behind the rising temperatures in Europe is global warming, which is primarily caused by human activities, like burning fossil fuels. As greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, trap heat in the atmosphere, global temperatures rise, and extreme weather events like heat waves become more common. Jet stream patterns. The jet stream is a fast-moving air current that normally flows from west to east around the northern hemisphere. Due to the warming of the Arctic, the jet stream has become weaker and more wobbly. This allows hot air from the Sahara Desert to move further north into Europe, causing prolonged heat waves. In the past, the jet stream helped to keep cool air over Europe, but now it's less effective at doing so. Urban heat islands. In urban areas, buildings and roads absorb heat during the day and release it at night, creating what is known as the urban heat island effect. As cities across Europe grow, more heat is generated, making these areas significantly hotter than their rural surroundings. 2. What causes these heat waves? There are several contributing factors to these extreme temperature spikes. Global warming, as mentioned earlier. The increase in global temperatures due to human activities is the primary cause. The rise in carbon emissions from industries, transportation, and deforestation has created an environment where more heat is trapped in the atmosphere. Changes in atmospheric circulation. As the atmosphere warms, it disrupts the natural circulation patterns that control air movement. This leads to the formation of large high-pressure systems that trap warm air over certain regions, causing heat to build up over extended periods. Wildfires. Heat waves can be exacerbated by the occurrence of wildfires. In Europe, especially in Mediterranean countries, heat waves and drought conditions often lead to wildfires, which further increase temperatures and contribute to air pollution, making the heat even more unbearable. Dry conditions. Prolonged heat waves often come with droughts, where there is a lack of rainfall. When soil dries out, it no longer has the moisture to cool the air, and the heat becomes even more intense. This creates a cycle where the heat causes drought, and drought causes more heat. Ocean currents. Changes in sea surface temperatures due to climate change can also impact weather patterns. Warmer oceans can increase the frequency and intensity of heat waves. By influencing atmospheric pressure and the movement of weather systems across Europe. 3. What happens if this continues? If these extreme temperatures and heat waves continue to worsen, there could be serious consequences for Europe. Health risks. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat can lead to heat exhaustion and heat stroke, which are serious conditions that can be fatal, if not treated. Vulnerable populations like the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing health conditions are especially at risk. Agricultural impact. Heat waves combined with droughts can have a devastating effect on crop production. In Europe, this could lead to reduced yields for important crops like wheat, corn, and vegetables, affecting food supply and prices. Water shortages. Increased temperatures and drought conditions can lead to water scarcity, affecting both people's drinking water supply and agriculture. Countries in southern Europe are particularly vulnerable to this problem. Wildfires. As heat waves intensify, the risk of wildfires increases significantly. Countries in the Mediterranean, such as Greece, Italy, and Spain, are already experiencing an increase in the frequency of wildfires, which cause damage to ecosystems, property, and even lead to fatalities. Energy demand. With rising temperatures, there is an increased demand for air conditioning and cooling systems, which places a strain on energy infrastructure. This can result in power outages, especially in areas that are not prepared for extreme temperatures. 4. What is making Europe so hot? Why is it happening? There are several reasons why Europe is seeing these intense heat waves and higher than average temperatures: climate change and global warming. The primary reason behind the rising temperatures is human-caused climate change. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas releases large amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and warming the planet. This increases the frequency and severity of extreme weather events, including heat waves, Saharan heat. One of the key factors contributing to Europe's recent heat is the influx of hot air from the Sahara Desert. As the jet stream weakens due to climate change, it allows warm, dry air from northern Africa to travel further north into Europe, resulting in heat waves that can last for days or even weeks. Changing weather patterns. Warming temperatures cause changes in global weather patterns, making weather systems more extreme and unpredictable. This disruption in the atmosphere has led to more frequent and intense heat waves in many parts of Europe. Urbanization. As European cities grow, so does the urban heat island effect. Concrete, asphalt, and buildings absorb heat during the day and release it at night, making cities much hotter than surrounding rural areas. The larger and denser a city becomes, the more it contributes to this effect. 5. What can be done to address this? To mitigate the effects of heat waves and prevent further temperature increases, action must be taken on both an individual and societal level. Reduce carbon emissions. The most effective way to combat climate change is to reduce carbon emissions. This can be done by transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar and wind, using public transportation, reducing waste, and supporting policies that promote sustainability. Adaptation measures. Countries can invest in green infrastructure like urban parks, green roofs, and better water management systems. These measures can help cool cities and manage the effects of extreme heat. Improve emergency response. Governments need to implement early warning systems to alert citizens about impending heat waves. Hospitals and emergency services should be prepared to handle heat-related health issues. Personal actions. On a smaller scale, individuals can help by conserving energy, reducing water usage, and protecting their health during heat waves by staying hydrated and avoiding exposure to extreme heat. Outro. That's it for today's video on why Europe is getting so hot and the factors driving these extreme heat waves. We've covered a lot, from the causes of heat waves to the potential consequences of not addressing this issue. Climate change is real, and its effects are already being felt in Europe and across the globe. If you found this video informative, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this, leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you might have. Let us work together to raise awareness about the climate crisis and take action to protect our planet for future generations. Thank you for watching, and stay cool out there.